So, this is the second try. Somehow the game has some very weird errors. Keeps on crashing since the last few patches. I gotta find a workaround. This is just not cutting it right now. So, we'll have to try again right now. So if it crashes, I'll just have to add another window into this right now. Just gonna change some things and then it should be working. So right now you should be able to see the picture or at least the game. Okay, perfect. Because every time this game crashes, I'll have to relog into my World of Tanks account, and obviously there is a lot of very sensitive information that I just cannot keep on the screen. If I keep it on the screen, that's not too good. Obviously, it's not like I don't trust any of you guys, but it's always safer to keep those personal sensitive informations off the screen so that no one can all of a sudden jack your account. Since my account is pretty damn important to me. So I'm just gonna go check the settings on my tablet since I'm following the stream on my tablet. Perfect. So we're gonna be playing the MT-25. This is the replacement of the T-50-2. That vehicle used to be one of the best tanks that I played. But unfortunately, Wargaming have decided to take that vehicle out of the game. I don't know why, but somehow they were not happy with the way the T-50-2 played out. It was a very fun tank. It was fast. It was very, very dirty. You know, driving around, poking you in the ass. And that obviously kind of wasn't a plan for Wargaming. That was a vehicle that could even play against tier 10s and be good. But yeah, doesn't really matter. We have the replacement now. The replacement isn't too bad, in my honest opinion, but still, it's nowhere near as good as the other vehicle. So we're sitting here. This is a bush that you can use now on the new Olenburg. This map has drastically been flattened out, and usually you'll be able to spot some things on the other side crossing, but that isn't always going to be the case, as we can see right here. So yeah, obviously my patience wears a bit thin. I am a scout. I am one of the top tier vehicles in this game. I shouldn't suicide, but at the same time I should give them some eyes in this game. Now usually you go to the other side of the map when you're playing a scout, but I was kind of spawned perfectly on this place right here, and now we're gonna be able to spot some things. We spotted 2 or 3 tanks, but it doesn't look too good. My team is already kind of evaporating. That is your standard World of Tanks team. Whenever you're playing kind of a vehicle that kind of needs support from your allies, it doesn't really always work out. So that T1 Heavy is going to be toast anytime soon. If we're unlucky, the ELC is going to spot us. Nobody's shooting the OI Experimental. There goes the... Oh god, we have to get out of here. Okay, we're running. Because they decided to hug the middle, and hugging the middle with heavy and medium tanks is probably not going to be the best opportunity for us to engage them. So we're just going to fall back, see if we can help our team out a bit here, since they kind of went total retard on the other side. Suicide. I'm not really well, like, on this, I don't really know the spots on this side of the map that much anymore. I'm kind of confused of all the alleyways, and this used to be kind of a city gate or whatever the hell this is. It looks very pleasing, but how the hell do you get over here into the other alleyway? So we're just gonna cross over into the other alleyway and see if we can put 1 or 2 shots into these vehicles. Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna have a problem here. Oh god. Oh no, this is just the way this tank is meant to be. There is absolutely no cover here anymore. Like, oh my god. As soon as he gets kind of close, you're screwed. Yeah, he spotted me again. Yeah, this is definitely not what we want to be facing. Oh god. This is so stupid. So I'm just gonna drive over here and get my head out of the water. Thank you very much for destroying that vehicle. Now we all have to worry about the K1S. That's the only vehicle that's left there. Let's go back down into the ditch. Oh god, I can't pen a KV-1S. What is going on? You can't spot me though. That's nice because I'm double bushed right now. So yeah, the lack of kind of cover for light tanks on this side of the map is astonishing. We're just gonna put a APCR round into this guy. That was badly aimed. There we go. There's the Skoda. What can we say about this tank? Well, certainly it nags the bite that some other tier 6 light tanks have. There is a 76mm variant that has better standard pen, but doesn't really hold up against those tier 8s anyhow, so I just have the 57mm gun. And we're being spotted again. Yeah. We didn't use the bush correctly, but it doesn't really matter because this was going to be a lost cause anyhow. So yeah, first game of the stream, just like the last time around, wasn't that impressive. Actually, the last stream when I was playing, I had like the worst games ever. I'd never had that many losses in a row previously, and that is really, really weird. But doesn't really matter. We're just gonna keep on playing and see if we can do something better. I feel like playing another tank that I don't really play that often. Vehicle that is certainly very powerful. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna pick another tank. Let's go with the Conqueror. This tank is great. It's one of those tier 9 heavy vehicles that can do quite a lot of damage. So, playing a tank like a Conqueror with 10 degrees of gun depression, quite a lot of armor on the front, and a turret that is almost impenetrable, I'd say we could go to the C1 spot. That actually should be our main goal. Because if you don't play that position, you're kind of wasting a lot of potential on this vehicle. Also, there is no real artillery, or no artillery at all, so that's the perfect place for this vehicle. sorry. So there's a 54 Mod 1 running around over there. Shouldn't bother us too much. I don't think he's going to be engaging us anytime soon. The only problem that could be faced is that he might light us. There are some nasty tank destroyers on their side, T-30 and the Waffenträger of Panzervier. Both of them, at least the Waffenträger, is very, very good at hiding. A tank that I absolutely hate to go up against. Like longer ranges. Close range, yeah, that thing is not really a problem to us. But you can see the armor's holding up. He wasn't able to penetrate our upper plate right there. That's exactly how it is supposed to be. This tank is a heavy tank. The lower plate is another story, obviously. 232mm of standard penetration that you have on the Lorraine is going to be more than enough to go through this tank, but we do have quite a nice armor on the upper plate. And with 10 degrees of gun depression, I don't think that the IS-3 will want to challenge me up here on this slope. Very clever for driving away. I hope he gets kind of stuck somewhere. I don't even know. Yeah, somehow he made it completely out of there. Type 60. Oh, look at there. That is the Waffenträger. Let's load a Hesh. Or is it a Hesh? Yeah, it's Hesh. Absolute beauty of a British round. Hesh has pen of 120mm. So basically anything that doesn't have enough armor is going to get heshed by this tank. It's just such a powerful vehicle. And you can do so much with this tank. So we have a Type 61 down there. We have a RU-251 over there. There's a T-54 we're gonna put a shot into now. Actually, we can stay right now and we can get over and put another shot into 54. There we go. And now we should probably see if there's the Lorraine or something like that sneaking up upon me. Because I really don't want to get caught out somewhere with tier 8 auto-loading medium tank right on my ass. Oh, the IS-3 has actually moved back out again. There is a charioteer in the back. But we know that the Waffenträger has been destroyed. So I think it's time for us to move up. There's the charioteer. Are we going to be able to put a shot in? Nope, we're not. Oh. There we go. There is the Lorraine 42. We're gonna go down here, hide our lower plate, and we're gonna go engage the IS-3 once more. And to be fair, having a more perfect engagement like this has not been possible, or wouldn't have been possible. But the IS-3 is still there. This tank also has great gun elevation. It's just such a good tank. It's such a good vehicle. Like, this matchup is perfect for this tank. Only a couple of tier 9s, most of them tier 8s. That's just how you want a game to go when you're top tier. I could have done more damage. My damage potential could have been a lot greater. But there we go. We put a shot right through this building there, I think. Oh, actually, no. Put a shot out there in front of the building. Could have done more damage, but we were kind of passive, but it's not too bad. 3,100 damage is actually doable. Happy with the result. But, you know, more damage gives you more XP, gives you more credits, gives you more percentage to your third or second gun mark. But that doesn't really bother us that much. Win is a win. And in the Conqueror, that's always nice. And in the So I'm just going to check if everything is working correctly. And there you can see 3,700 damage dealt. I want to know how much damage I dealt to the Waffenträger of Panzer IV. 965. Well, the second shot was definitely a pen, but I'm not sure how much damage I did with the first shot. But it's just such a cool tank. Absolutely adore this vehicle. And with good reason. There are just some tanks that have great gun depression and great armor and are just overall very good tanks. So I'd say we are going to play another British tank. Actually a tank destroyer this time around. And this is a vehicle that probably a lot of you people have known and have hated or loved in the last few years since it has been in the game. Unfortunately now you cannot unlock it anymore. This is a vehicle that will stay somewhere down, very far in the collective memory of every World of Tanks player. A vehicle that can just one-shot everything. And you can see we have a lot of premium ammunition loaded in, a lot of HESH rounds, and I have to be honest, I'm not even sorry. I'm just going to play this tank, put a standard HESH round in, and I'm gonna see if I can be a scumbag and hit one of those tanks at the very early time of the game. Oh, look at that. That looks so cool. It's like a gondola. You know, I'm not even sure how you call that in English. Where you... It looks like a line where they carry whatever material they're working on up there over to the other side. Yo, you can see a glacier in the back. That's so cool. Especially for me, since I live in Switzerland, since I am Swiss. Glaciers and all that stuff. All those things are super awesome. So, unfortunately right now, I don't have the range to actually even see these guys. Oh boy, oh boy. What? We hit a mount, or we hit something that wasn't the tank. And it must have been a rock or something, because I didn't do any damage. Oh no, there's a light tank that just lit me. Oh, crap. We're just gonna pass through here, doesn't matter. Taking one hit, yeah, it happens. In this tank, it's just, all we need is the gun. The rest of this tank is just absolutely disposable. Doesn't matter. All we need is 100 HP, no ammo rack, no dead gunner, and then we can just roll with this vehicle. This is such a funny tank. But like, I have to be honest, playing this tank, I've been doing surprisingly, I've been doing very well with this vehicle. I have done, overall, generally speaking, I think I've done most of the times 5,000 damage per game. Obviously with 300, what is it? 230 millimeters of pen. And with HESH, when you penetrate something, you do a lot of damage, and most of your shots, even if you do not penetrate, do 750 damage on average. So it's like you're going to just again. So we have a bit of a problem. We have tanks in the back right there. So we just fired. And right now this is a bad situation for us. There is an M48 Patton who's kind of flanking around. We're losing the north as we speak, I think. Already lost a few tanks. I am playing a bit recklessly right now. But I need to kill this M48 Patton. If we kill the M48 Patton, let's see that we can penetrate him. Oh no, we didn't penetrate him. We didn't hit the side turret right there. So I hope the WZ takes care of this MX-13. 1390 and I can just take care of this M103 if I get like the lucky shot. Come on, no, artillery, don't do that to me. So, oh no, he backed up. Can't even shoot him. Yeah, we have to get the hell out of here. This artillery knows what's popping. So we're gonna close the distance. We're gonna hope that this. I'm not even sure all of our tanks are super low HP. There is a Sheridan in the corner right there. We could kill the Panzerkampfwagen with one hit. Or look at that, there's the Sheridan. Can't even hit him right now. There we go. And now I'm gonna one-shot this guy. Yeah. Shooting tracks obviously is not gonna pen the tank at that angle, so that was a big misplay, but doesn't really matter. We are going to side scrape now, and we're going to see there's a T-49 right over there. Oh, if we can one-shot the object 263, that would be awesome. Nah, unable to pen him. He has a very good position over there. Yeah, artillery. No, actually a T-49 with the derp gun actually takes me out. Yeah, I was playing quite recklessly this match. I'm not sure if it was the right play. Regarding team HP, it certainly wasn't. Because my team is not doing too well. We do have more tier 10s. We certainly do have more higher tier vehicles. But the HP on all of these vehicles is just so low that it's not going to be advantageous for us. We have a Type 4 heavy over here. Everyone is just shooting high explosive ammunition. It's so crazy. Oh, actually the Conway is doing the right thing. Not too bad, not too bad. This is going to be a very close match. I can feel it already. If the Type 4, he just shot the ground and he goes down. Conway takes a hardy shell to the face, but he has to take out the Type 4. He has to kill the Type 4 right now, then they have to kill the E-75. I'm not even sure what this... shooting while driving. Now he's going to eat the shot from the Type 4 heavy. And a very easy game that we could have won very easily just turns into a very, very stupid round. Somehow people are just not hitting the things that they should be hitting. Oh god, how do you get a tier 10? Hey Carissa. Welcome to the stream. Good evening to you as well. Yeah. Just playing a few tanks. Just wanted to play the FV215B 183. Such a great tank. Does massive amounts of damage most of the time. And yeah, I guess I'm just gonna jump into AMX 1390. I need the AMX 3105 soon. I want to get that tank. Yeah, I'm currently playing on the NA server. Or basically, I'm always playing on the NA server. I don't have an account on the EU server somehow. It's a funny story. When I made my World of Tanks account back in the day, I completely screwed it up. And yeah, I ended up on the North American server, not on the European server. Should have been on the European server. I'm lucky that I didn't sign up for the Russian server. That would have been that would have been even worse. But I signed up for the North American server. And back in the days, I didn't know that you couldn't swap between the servers, which you can't do still yet. Like, it's 2018, yet you can't, and you can't, you know, switch the servers. It's just, I don't understand. No, I'm not from the United States. I'm from Switzerland. It's very close to Italy, actually. We're neighbors, basically. So I'm just gonna sit right here in this position, in this bush, and see if we can spot any of those tank destroyers hiding up there, being sneaky as always. Only a E25, we didn't spot anything else. It's kind of weird. Looks like either everyone is going down south or everyone is going up north. There are like two positions you can choose when you're on this side as a scout, and that's this bush over there, that bush right here, like at E8, or this bush right here. But sometimes, well, right here, it doesn't look like anyone is even up there on that ledge. Actually, there's a light tank, T-49. Maybe the Scorpion will put out a round into. There we go, 560. That's very painful. Very, very painful. So I'm waiting for the push on my team on the north. If they push around that corner, I will actually move up here and I will give them some better light. But right now, it doesn't look like they're pushing. It looks like everyone is just kind of static. These guys need to move in. If they don't push, we're gonna lose the south. We're gonna lose the south either way. So it's going to be kind of a push the north, clear one flank, then come back to the base and defend the base. Yeah, I'm a bit static right now. This is kind of a waste of time. Yeah, since these guys are not moving, they kind of need some support. This is always the problem with... This is always the problem with these tankers. No one is ready to to make the first move. Everyone just wants to shoot the targets, do the damage, you know, get the kills. No one wants to get shot. That's definitely not what you want to get, but sometimes you need to get shot to break through a certain line, a certain place. So I'm just gonna move up here behind them. There is a bit of... So we're gonna take out this... Please finish him. And we are going to reload, and then we'll have to head back to base. So, the KV-5 actually is still not pushing. Oh god. There's a T-49. We have to kill this T-49 right now. There we go. Yeah. So what we should be doing right now is I think we should be... the problem is we don't know where the T-95 is. I have the feeling that T-95 is somewhere in the base. So I'm just gonna see... Okay, we're gonna spot this ST-1 2022 44 first. Nobody can shoot anything. There's the T-95. You know what? We're just gonna go cap the base. There is absolutely no reason for you to go back to base when you can just easily cap the base with 2 vehicles when they're all spread out and over there on our base. They have a T-10 and a T-95, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do that much against them. I have to face them by myself. I'm going to be much more effective here. So there's a 1375. So we want to be kind of... Okay. That's a weird way of getting out of engagement. Okay, there we go. That's what I've been waiting for. So I'm gonna lose my camo anytime now. Come on, there we go. Can we dip one? No, we can't. Oh, there's actually 1375. Let's see. Ah, he's got him. So yeah, this should be a win. This should be a win. I'm quite certain that this should be a win. He's going to face the KB5, so we're gonna move around over here, use this cover that we have right here, and he's probably gonna light us any time now. Yep, he's lit us. Moving to the wards to rock, and now we're waiting for the KB5 to actually engage him. And there we go. KB5 is taking him on. We're running around over the side. We actually have a perfect shot on the side of his tank. He doesn't want to shoot the KB5 anymore because it's a tank that is very hard to penetrate if you don't know where to shoot it. And we get lucky. The KB5 finishes him off. And there's the T-95 and a T-10. We still have 3 rounds in our magazine. And I think we can definitely do some damage to these 2 guys. So after all, we didn't really cap. The T-95 over there is going to be able to shoot us any moment now. He actually fired, so we're just going to close the distance to him. We're going to put 2 rounds into the T-10. Into the backside of the T-10. Oh shit. Fuck no. Oh, that was... He actually has a stock gun, so... We're gonna put the 2 rounds into the T-10 right now. Actually, we're gonna just take out the T-10. No way! I bounced! No, I actually didn't even hit him. Come on, guys. Are you just gonna... Thank God, I thought they were just going to let me die here. The last shot was kind of a bad decision. Shouldn't have fired that early. Like, that would have been a very easy pen. So yeah, 2,600 damage, 1,600 damage spotted. This is a very nice tank. Very nice tank. So, moving on. Let's play another vehicle. Let's play the first Polish tank. And where the hell? Okay, I have to go to the store. I'm not using XVM or any modifications on my game right now because the game is just kind of crashy all the time. It's constantly crashing. And Skoda T25. So where's the Skoda T25? There it is. And now we're gonna add that nice little toolbox to my poodle. Okay, tier 8 match. That is not ideal. Well, like the real test of every vehicle or every player's skill is basically when you have to go up against tier 8 vehicles in a tier 6 tank. Is this going to be a good game? No, I can certainly say this is not going to be a nice game. What do you do in such a situation with a pool? Well, we can go field and we can snipe, since the tank is actually not too bad at sniping, and its camo rating and spotting distance is actually not too bad. But it depends. I will not go to the field if I have no support on any basis, because let's face it, support in this game is just a bit lacking. So we're going to have an LTG who's going to come to the field, and that's it. No, LTG is not even coming to the field. Stridswagen 74 is coming though. So what do you do in such a situation? What can you do? Like, you're a tier 6 tank in a tier 8 match. You don't really have a lot of support on the one side. I think it's safe to say that the best kind of way of dealing with the enemy vehicles here is just to go back to base and see if you can help them out on this one flank, and then if they are going to help you out when the enemy vehicles are coming in. So you can see the SCRV is not going to be having any fun over there. He's already taken out of the game. Back to the garage with you, mate. That's just... God damn it, it's so difficult. You know, it just blows for all these people who want to play and support each other on those different flanks. And then they just don't get any help at all. That sucks. So there is a AMAX, and basically we're going to get shit bombed. Oh god. I should have even fallen back further away. Like, this is the worst game ever. That certainly wasn't a good game. Those things happen, you know. Sometimes things just don't work out as you plan it. So, let's play the Primo Victoria, the first Swedish tier 8 premium medium tank. Let's see if we can get a better game in this one than we had just previously. Tier 8, tier 10 match. Wow. But we're in the Primo Victoria. This is a very good tank. A vehicle with more than enough penetration to go through tier 10 tanks. At least as long as we shoot those weak spots or their rear. And it is an encounter battle on Malinovka. No artillery. That's great. Let's see if we can go hull down on top of the hill and do some damage with the rest of our team. So the Badger is not going to the hill, as I can see. So we're gonna be severely undergunned on top of the hill. No tier 10 is actually E100 is going up. A nice rounded to 54 lightweight. Let's put another one into. Sorry about that. To 100 light tank. That is a very annoying little light tank right there. I really want to see that T-44-100 dead. I don't have any Sixth Sense in this tank or on this with this crew, so it's going to be a bit nasty. Oh boy, there's an Emil too. It's going to be hauled down. Somehow, they still manage to put a nice shot into him. Holy crap. Haul down doesn't mean you're invincible. It certainly means that he just ate a lot of shells right there. Yeah, rest in peace. So this armor now on the turret is very impressive. This is one of those tanks with very, very powerful, very good turret armor. And I'm very, very thankful for it because we're going to be facing some tier 9s and tier 8s up here. Some tier 10s probably as well. You can stay down, you know, haul down. We're going to be able to do a lot of damage in this match. Already sense it. There we go, put a nice shot into 54. Lightweight, well on the move. It's just a very accurate gun. Some I don't seem to be finding a shot on the STRV. Badger, there goes our T-30. We kind of moved too far up. And now we gotta be careful here, because if they overwhelm our troops, our vehicles up there, he's gonna pan out turret. If we, this is a real weird moment right now, because they have a Object 705A, tier 10, the new tier 10 Russian heavy tank with a shit ton of armor on the turret and on the front of the vehicle. We will not really be able to do a lot of damage to that vehicle, so he just needs to fall back. And we need to kind of bait this guy. If we can bait him, we're gonna have an easy time to take him out with some help of our allies. But if we cannot bait him, it's going to be a very, very awkward situation. So it looks like Valerio decided to go up to the top. If our light tanks could just scout these guys down there, that would be awesome, like somewhere over there. Because we can certainly... Oh, actually, he moved up. So let's be careful when we cross over here. There's 54. Definitely not going to be able to hit it. So I'm just going to tell you guys what we're going to be doing right now. We're going to move up here, and we're going to see that we stay very far away from this ledge right here, so that they cannot shoot us from down there. Then we're going to see if we can exert some pressure onto this Object 705. and if we can do the same on the Löwe. Now the 705A might be that they didn't really hit the lower plate right there. Let's hit the side turret of the Löwe, because if that tank is out of the game, we have one less enemy that we have to focus on. And now it's all about the 705. We're gonna drive down here. We have to be careful though. Now we're gonna see if we can harass them from the side with the help of this Pershing. Get him tracked and spot. And we bounce off 705A. He actually bounces off of us because this tank is so damn good. And he might be loading a heat shell to get through our turret. This is so dirty. I feel so bad for this guy. He had no chance. Is it Hesh or just high explosive? Nah, actually just fires high explosive. Would have been amazing if we fired Hesh. But still you can see the alpha damage on this tank, it's not that great. It's not that crazy. We only dealt 2,368 damage up until now. We might have hit that Ferdinand, so that might be another 200 damage additional to our vehicle. But yeah, 2,600 damage for a tier 8 tank without suffering a single hit. A medium tank at that against tier 10 vehicles. Well, hell, I'm not gonna say no to that. Yeah, but once you kind of given the side armor, everything else goes out of the window right there. So the Waffenträger is still in the back, and I really don't want to get another hit in from the Waffenträger. So we're gonna try and take out the Ferdinand. Can't see him anymore. Oh god, this might still be a loss. Oh boy. Oh boy, that was a huge mistake. There's the Jagdpanzer. JPZ. Let's see. Oh, don't do it. Sheridan just... Oh, if the Sheridan gets hit. Sheridan is in a very bad spot right now. He's in a very bad position. He's dead. So now it's 4 tank destroyers against 1 medium tank and another 2 tank destroyers on one side. And I don't know what my T-30 is doing, but holy shit, I cannot penetrate this game. We have to go for the good old Cupola up the top. Our T-30 is toast. I can't even track him! What is that? Yeah. Yeah. What do you want to do when you have a team that... This is so frustrating. We had this game. This was such an easy win. Our E100 suicided down the slope. He just lost all of his HP driving down this slope. Our T-30 just suicided by driving up there and not using this little ridgeline that he had and the incredible good turret armor. So I had to move in and support the T-30. The Löwe died up on the hill. The Leopard, I don't even know what that guy was doing. The Badger, obviously, was just wasting all of our time. And the Sheridan was a brain dead guy who just decided to pop in here, drive through, get shot by tank destroyers, instead of maybe going up the hill and spotting these guys and flanking them. Well, that's just... You know, that's what upsets me with these games. It's such an easy win. It would have been such an easy win for us. I mean, I've dealt 2,800 damage, spotted 1,794, and I bounced tier 10 shots on this vehicle. What more do you want me to do in a tier 8? It's like, I can't play your tank for you, so I don't want to give you these tips because I know you're driving those vehicles by yourself, but actually we won that one in pool. What the hell? Weird ass match. But I cannot, you know, play for you, so yeah, it's kind of difficult. Those matches are so annoying. Let's jump into another tank, a tank that we just don't really play that much. Actually, we can jump into the Rudy. Tier 6 Russian vehicle. Actually, I think, isn't it from some kind of TV series where they were in a T-34 80M, 85M, and they have a dog, Zarik, German Shepherd. Yeah, I never watched it, but it was, I think, one of the very first tanks in the game that had these, you know, the background in some kind of movie or pop culture reference. Same goes for the Sabaton tank, obviously with the Sabaton crew, and like the Primo Victoria, and what was the other vehicle? There was one more I just forgot about. Fury, obviously the Fury tank for the movie Fury, where they did a lot of advertisements on both sides, on Wargaming's and on Hollywood's end. So yeah, once more we're in a tier 8 match. This time around we are not in the Poodle but in the Ruri. A T-34 85 with a dog inside. Very, very cool tank in my opinion. But certainly not going to be that much of an adversary against other vehicles like the Conovan or the T-69 on the other side of the team. But whatever, we're gonna do our best. We're gonna see if we can support our team. I don't even know if I have 6 cents in this tank yet, because it's just a vehicle that I don't play that often. I don't even know if I have a good crew on it or not. So there's the buffed Conovan with its incredibly strong turret. It's not even worth driving up here. That thing is just going to rip ourselves a new one. I don't know if I have 6 cents. It would be nice to know. Nope, I don't have 6 cents. That explains it. Yeah. Neither does our... Oh, he has probably, but he just has been taken out. There goes our T-71, our light tank. And I have to repeat this over and over again. Light tanks in this game are the most rewarding, it's the most rewarding class to play, and at the same time it's the most difficult class to play. It's the hardest class to play in the game because you are such an important asset and you just don't have any armor. You're so quickly dead, and that's just, you know, it's so important. It's so difficult to play light tank correctly, especially if you don't have real support, if you have to do everything by yourself, and when the team kind of gets really angry and trashy about your inactivity because you're passive scouting, you might as well even have a very bad time and a team that tries to kill you. Those are certainly the most rewarding tank sessions. when your team decides to TK you. So it's not looking very good for our team. We have completely lost the 1-2 line. Except for the STRV that's still sitting there, we're gonna lose that vehicle in any second now. Oh wow, on the drive, he puts another shot. So we have to get into this other ditch. Let's hope that we can do it. I think the IS is going to take care of me first. Oh crap, he just bounced me. Or actually he just missed. That O is probably gonna be dying. Yep. Our entire team is on the hill. Like, this is... Is that an old school problem? Okay, we're gonna do something that is really stupid. But it's our only chance of surviving a little bit longer. And that is by putting ourselves into our own Tauntaun. The OHO is going to be our new Tauntaun. And we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna see if we can spot the IS again. Spot the IS for my team. Let's hope that he didn't spot us. Probably did, but doesn't really matter. Yeah, fuck, he did. God, it didn't work out. Our Tauntaun was leaky as hell. Yeah, such... Man. What do you want to do? Oh, look at that. 120,000 credits for one match. Okay. Our E100 did well. 4,000 damage. Not bad, not bad. 2 tier 8s at the very top. But right there you can see the problem that is facing this game. Just when you're in a tier 9, in a tier 10, you know, right here in such an overpowered tier 9 as well. Here another tier 9. And you do 0 damage or below 1,000 in a tier 10 match where each one of those tanks is several thousand HP. It's just not gonna cut it anymore. You're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna be frustrated. That's why you need to learn how to pen these tanks, the positioning. It's just one of those things that's very important. Because, I mean, a lot of that lies on just pure knowledge. Obviously, the people who play this game, who've been playing this game for a long time now, with had a lot of experience, who've played a lot of matches, they have the big advantage. That's just the experience, you know. Experience kind of builds upon you, and when you can resort back to experience and use that to your advantage in game, that's basically what you call skill in that matter of fact. And that's what kind of makes these players better in that situation than other players. It's not that they are just born that way, that they just are incredibly good at the game. It's just that some people use their knowledge a bit better than others, and that's just what really upsets a lot of people. Because some have played a lot of games and they do still make mistakes that they should not be doing with that amount of games played. But yeah, World of Tanks, a game that we all love and hate at the same time. So what should we do here? We're a tier 8 light tank, medium tank, excuse me, in a tier 8/tier 9 match. Actually, some tier 7s thrown in there as well. Should we go for the hill, or should we go down the 1-2 line? I think Tank Alley is definitely not an option for us. The hill might be a good call, depends how many people are going up there. And the thing is just we are very dependent upon our team. And Yeah, it looks like 1-2 line is not that important. Oh god. So the problem is, if we go to the 1-2 line all by ourselves, or with the HTC, which is a tier 7 gangster, we're probably not going to be that successful. So we should, I think what we should do is, we should turn our tank in a direction where we can drive away very quickly. Oh, he actually hasn't even spotted me. Oh, that's a surprise. I expected him to be able to spot me. So we actually do have some support on the D line. There are some tanks right here that might help us. Our T10 just has lost already a lot of XP. There's a Jagd Panther. Tier 7 German tank as well. Or there's the 1390. There we go. Shot through the wall into the AMX 1390. Let's see if he's going to back up again. I also want to shoot the Jagd Panther, but it's kind of risky if I peek out here like too aggressively. Actually, yeah. Now we have to be careful of the 1390. If that guy decides to go around the corner right here, he might do quite a lot of damage. And when you're playing this side, oh god. When you're playing this side, you can see that once you kind of control the hill, it is rather easy to control the 1-2 line as well. Because the 1-2 line just depends so much on the hill, as you can see right there. Once you kind of spot something, and they're in a clear alleyway like that, you're going to be very, very easily taken care of by whatever is on the hill. Because there are always going to be people sitting on top of the hill, you know, shooting those tanks. And now we're gonna probably eat another round by the M103. I didn't expect the M103 to be there. I did expect the 1390 to be there though. So we're just gonna turn our tank towards the 1390. Oh god. Oh wow. And we might need some help right here. We can use the 1-2 line now. Oh, this guy is just... I'm so sorry for this guy. This tank is just so strong. What the hell is he supposed to do? Like, he should load heat to end me. But, like, not everyone has a lot of premium ammunition, especially if you're playing a premium tank. You're kind of trying to make... No, it doesn't really work when I can turn my tank a little bit and have the opportunity to shoot your side armor, and you're kind of over angling right there, so it doesn't really work out for you when you try to you know, side scrape like that, especially against a tank that has a rear facing turret, or rear placed turret, to be more accurate. With such a tank I can do whatever I want to you. There we go. No, 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 IS-3. That's my kill. So I would say it was a success. We did do 3,000 damage. About 900 spotting damage. We bounced 1,000 HP worth of damage. We did get hit twice by the 1390, but that was kind of by negligence, or however you call that. You know, by kind of not paying too much attention right there, and you can just see this tank, 3,300 damage. When you can kind of dictate the pace of combat with this vehicle, it just is absolutely destructive. But certainly a very nice tank. That's how you win a game. And that's how you earn a bit of credits. Not too bad, not too bad. So what tank are we going to be playing next? There are a few tanks that I need to grind because I'm certainly trying to get the new Soviet tier 10 heavy tank. I'm trying to get the Czechoslovakian tech tree out there. Actually, we can try to do that right now. We're going to be playing the Škoda T25, a tank that I always kind of neglected or never really paid that close amount of or that much attention to it that it actually should have deserved or still deserves. It's a tank that absolutely rolls through everything at its own tier. Maybe not a tier 8. So, we are playing on the very nice looking cliff map. You can just see it, these rocks on the side. This looks like either Greece or Mediterranean Italy. This could be the Dolomites, you know, the mountain range in the north of Italy. It looks absolutely stunning. Definitely a place where you want to go to once in your life. Like, I mean the Dolomites, not this map. Actually, this map, if this map would exist like this, holy crap. I would be there making photos of all this stuff. So, playing a Škoda, tier 6 autoloader with 3 rounds in one clip. What do you do in a tier 8 match? Well, you shouldn't be that aggressive as I am. That's definitely not a good option. Being aggressive in this tank against tier 8 vehicles is not that ideal, but still, I do it nonetheless, and most of the time I do kind of get upset, but it doesn't really matter, because we're gonna make this work, and if we cannot make it work, we're gonna die trying. So what do we have over there? We have a Dicker Max. We have a Panther. So we're gonna put one in the Panther. Now we're gonna fall back because they probably have spotted me. I don't have 6th Sense on my Czechoslovakian crew yet, so yeah, that really sucks. So I should probably not pop up at the same place again. That's just what they would be expecting. Actually, the only tank I wanted to shoot right back there was the Dicker Max, but I wasn't really ready to shoot him because I didn't equip the camo net yet. Or it wasn't actually, you know, active, so didn't really work out for me. There we go, we lose our Leo. And now we are almost out of support in the middle. We've already lost 4 tanks in just about under 2 minutes. So 3 shots in the Schwarzpanzer. And we have 1 artillery piece that is bugging us. Oh wait. Okay, put 1 into the Panther. We're not going to be getting that much support. Our 1 tier 8 is down hiding in the 1-2 line, where he has actually lost nothing. He's supposed to be down there, he's supposed to be up here fighting with us, but instead he's much rather sitting down there. That's another point that I like to mention, you know. This game is just... if you're top tier, you kind of have... it may sound stupid when I say it, but you do have... what do you call it? You have a duty to your other tier 6 or lower tier tanks, right? You're kind of... Oh god. Please don't push. Please stay there. That was a big mistake. That was a big misplay by the SU-101. You should have just killed me right there. Wow. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, doesn't matter. It happens. Such games do happen, so we have to move on and have to play another tank. And by playing another tank, I mean we're going to be playing the brand new tier 9 tank that I own, the VK. You guys probably have already seen the gameplay that I've posted previously, where I kind of talk about the pros and cons of 1.0. And I kind of hold to that. 1.0 is an update that a lot of people have been waiting for and really have enjoyed and are enjoying still. But it also brings some issues to the game. Some problems that are just kind of annoying. Well, look at that. We're playing on Glacier, on that beautiful new map, with the exact same tank we played on in the video, but this time around we are on the opposite side and we are playing a pure tier 10 match, except for 102, actually a few tier 9s. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go to the north and we're gonna play the C1, C2 area. There's actually a spot where medium tanks can rush up to that is very rarely visited by anyone, and that is actually that far right there. C2, C3, and D3. No one really likes to go to those places. Or at least it's very difficult to get up there. That certainly is the reason for a lot of absence of vehicles. Actually, we have an Object 140 trying to get in there. He might... Oh, he actually made it. Impressive feat, considering that there are a shit ton of guns pointed at him. So this tank actually is very, very nice at close range combat, but with this terrible gun, actually terrible turret that we have right now, we shouldn't be too close to the enemy because it's so easy to penetrate this turret, you know, with the cheeks and stuff. And I do have a very good crew. It certainly is a very, very nice crew. And makes up for all of it. So this looks so cool. All of these huge battleships that are, you know, frozen into place into these glaciers and mountains. It's really cool. So we're just gonna stay here and we will be patient. Because I do have the feeling that there is going to be someone peeking around those corners. Type 5 shouldn't push up because we're only 2 tanks. We should support each other in case of inevitable push. But yeah, this Type 5 definitely needs some help. We just took a big hit by the T-110E4. So we're just gonna move up. We're gonna help him out against this E4. We might need to load some APCR though, because this gun is just not that competitive. He wants me to follow. Okay. Let's see how it goes. We lost 3 tanks all in the middle, so that absolutely blows. gonna eat a shot for you, my friend. Okay, he obviously is shooting high explosive ammunition. He did quite a lot of damage right there. Oh boy, what the hell just happened there? What? Object 140 just suicided to fall upon the Object 430 there. Wow, man, this absolutely sucks. So we're gonna move over here. We actually have tanks that are pushing up the middle right now. What the hell? There's an Object 257 up there. And he's going to be above me. The further away I go from him, the easier it's going to be for him to pen me. Actually, to hit me at all. Because he doesn't have the gun depression to aim towards me. Well, this is a very weird match. Oh, look at that. E4. You just penned me. I don't even know where you shot me. Oh yeah. Okay, it doesn't really matter with that amount of pen. It's going to be able to put anything through me. Same doesn't go for me, unfortunately. So we're just gonna angle. Yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, E4 with APCR is just not something you really want to mess with if you don't have any cover, so. Is he really on top of the Type 5 Heavy? Is that possible? Yeah, that APCR round hurt, right? Did it? What do you want to do against the E4, man? Yeah, but it's not the E4's fault that they added the Type 5 Heavy. That thing you can't even pen with standard AP rounds of the E4. That sucks. So you're gonna be able to take him out. Yeah, high explosive base tanks, man. High explosive base tanks. Yeah, that game was definitely going to be a loss at the end. It looks like we're quite even right now. It's like 50-50. One win, one loss, one win, one loss. Doesn't really matter too much. So, yeah, I'd say I'm gonna finish off this stream with one last game. We're gonna be playing a game in the Škoda T25. And I know it's kind of a bad move to stream right now at like 7 p.m. on a Wednesday evening, but I don't really have any other time to be able to stream right now. So I'm gonna see if I can find a regular schedule, and I'll be telling you guys as soon as I have one. So if you want to watch the stream, as always, you're always welcome to drop in and leave some feedback, whatever. But definitely I need some more cleaning up to do on you know, the stream. I'm still new to it, so it still will definitely take a while for me to get used to streaming and having everything set up. But right now I think the settings do work out. The stream does look okay. I do have the bitrate that I need on my end. I do have enough internet power to actually fuel the game, and I think it's pretty damn nice. forgetting to resupply. Yeah, that's definitely not good if you're in a tank that has to enter the combat. And you're not resupplied, that sucks. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on, one more. There we go. 2 shots into his face because he missed. We didn't miss. We only missed 1 shot out of our 3. I'm gonna back up. This is a battle that we don't really want to fight. And I still don't have 6th sense. Yeah. We have to be careful with this tank. It drains HP like really quickly, and artillery obviously is also going to be a problem. Okay, no more challenging. If we challenge once more, we're just gonna lose more HP, and it's not gonna help us out. That's always one of the issues that I have when playing, you know, these auto-loading vehicles, especially the Czechoslovakian tanks. They do so well once they have the opportunity to unload, but if you cannot unload like an entire clip without getting shot, it's not really worth it. And I didn't expect him to be looking at me. That HWK right there surprised me, and yeah, that was kind of stupid. But I'm hoping right now that somebody like the M6 might get his attention. I'm just gonna see if I can unload into the KVD. Probably can. Actually, nice, the M6 took care of the HWK. He was too focused on me to notice anything else. And that's what he gets. Unfortunately, 2 shots kind of missed the mark completely. And we have to bail out of here. This is going to be an emergency bail. Hope we can make it. Emergency bail. Ah! Get out of my way. Why are you backing up? They're like tanks behind us on top of the hill. And we're gonna try to move behind here. Behind this rock. Let's get behind this rock. There we go. Take him out. And we should be safe somehow. And now... Okay, we're not going to be able to put that T-29. Oh, nice. The Steyr Waffenträger just takes him out. That's nice. How big is our chance of winning this game? It's basically nil. And now it's completely gone for me. So yeah, as always guys, I hope you did enjoy my content. If you did, comment, like and subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Up until then, I will definitely make a kind of a stream schedule. I cannot really promise you guys that much. What I can promise though is that I will be streaming more probably, and yeah, I'm having a lot of fun playing World of Tanks again. Doesn't really end on a very nice note. We did have some very nice games. Remembering the STG1, the Primo Victoria game was also very nice. And I'll see you guys on the next one. So, peace out.